It's a girls' night.
Whoop, whoop. Woo.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. We are Crosscut Cinema.
I'm Brie.
Usually I'm Madison.
Who are you today?
I'm Madison. It's usually.
Oh, okay.
There's some days when I'm not.
Well, I'm
Who are
glad
you on other days?
Don't worry about it.
I'm glad we got you on a
Okay.
day that you are Madison
Yeah,
to keep
right,
with the
yeah.
consistency. I'm Frani. We are missing somebody today. Logan. He is off doing he is hosting
hosting a thing.
He's hosting a thing involving cinema.
Wow.
Whoop, whoop. And he's promoting Crosscut.
Which is really cool. Thank
Yes.
you, Logan.
Yes, thank you, Logan. We are very
Isn't he,
proud of
like,
you.
Promoting a movie or something.
Yeah, he's like promoting a movie. Anyways,
Which is so cool.
we are
I don't think
Crosscut
we're allowed
Cinema.
to talk about it though.
We're
I think
not.
there's an NDA and shit.
That's
so.
why I said anyways.
No, I just was going to say that I'm really proud of him and all his endeavors. And
We are too, and we hope
Yeah.
you guys are too.
Yeah.
And thank you for joining our girls' night,
If
everyone.
you haven't like clicked away already because you're like, there's no man here.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
we are Crosscut Cinema.
Mostly.
We are mostly.
Like
we
there
are,
are some people that are like Logan stans and then hate
Yeah.
all of us and are like, this man should just be doing a podcast on his own. But then I did see one that was like, kick this dude off. So
I
if
mean,
that was you who wrote that comment, this is your episode,
yeah,
baby.
just for them.
we get like
Sorry.
5 views and all of them is just
It's just one
just
person.
one person.
So we are a group of cinema fans that give our possibly mediocre opinions on certain movies and films that we watch. Movies and films are the same things. I know.
Movies and films
So-
are the same. That's not true. Sometimes things are movies and other
Right?
times they're films.
You're right.
So usually
Like,
we talk
Christopher
about
Nolan's like Dunkirk. That's a movie. Tommy
yeah.
Wiseau's The Room. That's a film. You know what
Look
I'm
for
saying?
Madison for all your.
Yeah, if you have any questions, just email
just do
us
a
and
straight-
Madison will tell you if it's a movie
We
or
just do a
film.
straight hour where just rapid fire. You tell me the name of a piece of
Top
cinema
Gun.
film, and I just tell
Grease.
you film.
So normally we talk about 2 movies/films and we timestamp them. Today we'll just timestamp when we start talking about Grease. So if you want to do that, you can.
That's what this episode's about. It's about Grease.
Right?
If you haven't gathered that already.
I don't think we said that ever.
We
I mean, it's in the title of the video.
Oh, you're
and also
right.
the thumbnails.
And then this is a
Oh.
big thing. This is a big part of this intro. We are a spoiler review podcast. If you haven't seen Grease,
Absolutely.
go watch it. We will spoil the fuck out of Grease for you.
If
What
it
are the
doesn't-
spoilers for Grease? Like it's a song and dance movie.
Right.
These
Also-
dudes are singing and dancing.
If you don't just own Grease on Blu-ray or DVD like most of us, you can stream it on Netflix or Amazon Prime.
I didn't know Grease was on
Hey.
Netflix.
It is. That's what we just watched it on, Madison.
I thought you owned Grease.
Oh no.
No.
So I don't know how to work like the DVD player and Logan's out of town. So
You do own Grease.
I do own Grease.
That's
You
hilarious.
said like most of us. Like you didn't own Grease. I thought you didn't own Grease. I thought that's why we're watching it on Netflix.
I like you said like most of us, and I thought that I was like, don't you have Grease? No, we just watched it on Netflix.
I mean, like I think they do, but she just doesn't know how to work
is
the
Grease
DVD
2 on
player.
Netflix?
I think Grease. I don't know.
I really hate Grease 2. It's really bad.
Anyways, Logan wants to do a call-in for his opinion on Grease real fast. If that
Oh, is he ready?
Yes,
He's
absolutely.
ready. Let's call him.
Are you connected to the Bluetooth thing?
I don't know what's happening.
It's gonna connect to the Bluetooth.
I have it all the way up. Should I turn it to where everything else is?
Probably not all the way up. He's gonna come in and be like, I think Grease is.
I put it exactly where everyone else is.
Wow. Oh, I hear it.
That's so weird.
It's
Isn't
so
that
weird
cool?
when we do that.
Every single time, and
I feel like
I feel like it's very quiet. Hold on.
I only hear it in my right ear.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Thanks, Logan.
all right, Logan. He
Just
said he was
kidding.
gonna answer.
Well, we don't get to hear his opinions. This is a ladies only podcast. Sorry about
Sorry.
it. Missed your chance.
Anyways,
snooze,
so
you
Madison,
lose.
would you like to take it away and tell us the plot of Grease? The 19... The 1978 musical / romantic comedy.
Wait, we're not talking about the terribly done Glee.
Well,
episode?
I thought we'd probably start with
We'll get to that. Don't worry.
That's not the version of Grease we're reviewing mainly.
Don't worry,
I
dear
thought that
listeners.
was the-
We'll get there.
Leah Michelle as Sandy.
Which actually wasn't how it was in the episode, but it doesn't matter.
So Grease is a little movie. Olivia Newton-John is Australian, and
As she normally is.
Yeah, but in this movie, especially, she's Australian.
Well, I mean,
She's always Australian.
But she spends a long, hot, steamy summer in which there is no extramarital touching with one John Travolta. And then she has to go back to her native Australia. And John Travolta has to go back to school where he is a cool guy. He's a greaser and he is very cool. But surprise, surprise, Sandy's parents had a change of plans, and so she's staying in the United States. And where is she going? Rydell High. Who else goes to Rydell High? Well, if it isn't John Travolta.
Dun dun dun.
So songs and dance interspersed. She meets these girls who are the Pink Ladies. They're like the counterpart to John Travolta's cool friends, and they're their own cool friends. There's this one bitch, Rizzo, who just doesn't like her because she's, I don't know, virginal, I guess.
and Rizzo is not.
Right. I mean, I don't know if the resentment is in that, or if it's just that she kind of had a thing with John Travolta, and then now she's kind of bitter about it. Yeah, Danny Zuko, whatever.
If you were wondering.
But anyway, and they go through their ups and downs, their highs and lows. And he wants to fuck her all the time, and she's not really into that because that's not who she is. And he's trying to become this jock for her, but he's too cool to be a jock, and also he's very bad at sports, as we see.
Very bad.
When he tries to play basketball and doesn't know to dribble said ball,
it's a shame. And
it's a damn shame.
There's also a subplot involving fixing up a car for a big race at Thunder Road, which is where all the action culminates, and seeing Danny Zuko win and be surrounded by his laughing friends while she sits on the sidelines makes her realize that she needs to change herself for Danny. And so then she shows up at the after school carnival looking smoking hot. She is a grade A bitch. She's 1,000% babe. She's a stone cold fox. She is a tall drink of water.
She is Madison's 10-year-old wet dream.
Correct.
Absolutely.
I was just like 10 watching Grease all the time. Like, why do I love this so much? Is it the songs?
Is it the songs?
Is it John Travolta? No,
Right.
it can't be.
No, she looks very hot. She's in this like
spandex.
yeah, like it's like a spandex thing, and then she's got these red sandals on.
When I was
and she's smoking a cigarette, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Tell me about it, stud."
And he says something that's like really weird back.
what does he say?
He says something really weird. It's like his voice cracks or something. I can't
He says,
remember.
Sandy.
Yeah, just like that.
I was watching some like behind the scenes stuff,
Yeah.
and so Olivia Newton-John actually picked that outfit herself.
Love that.
But the
Queen.
pants she had to be sewn into the day of
Yeah,
shooting.
Oh my
I
God.
knew
Yeah,
that.
she had to be sewn into it, and she was very worried about having to pee.
They're very tight pants.
I mean, I don't blame the girl one bit. There's no peeing once you put on those
Yeah,
pants.
no, they're
No.
very tight.
Absolutely not.
But anyway, he realizes, I mean, I don't think he realized anything. I think he always thought she was smoking hot, but like now that she's the woman he wants her to be, they can be together.
Now that she's completely changed herself for him, they
Right.
can now be together.
And they sing a song about it, and then they quite literally drive off into the sun.
So I did some extra little research into like the filming of this and everything. So apparently it was kind of like one big party the whole time, and Olivia Newton-John actually went to a very small school in Australia where the boys and girls were like literally separated, had like separate entrances. So this was like her high school experience.
Oh my gosh.
Also, so you guys know like how Grease was a Broadway show
Right.
first.
Yeah.
Well, John Travolta was on the Broadway show. He actually
Oh,
played.
damn, really?
Yeah, he actually played a different character though. He played Dodie. You only see Dodie. Yeah, literally Doode.
I think it's Duty.
Duty. Yeah, it is Duty.
It's one of the T-birds.
Yeah, he's just a T-bird.
Like Sunny,
he,
Putsy, and Duty.
yeah, he literally has like.
I've seen Grease so many times.
Yeah, but he like always wanted to play Danny on Broadway, but he was too young then, and then like he was finally like looked old enough for the role and everything. By the time they did the show,
Franny, I have to say, I feel like you're so prepared right now.
I am pretty.
I feel
prepared.
like you're like compensating for our lack of an extra member.
I'm trying to compensate for the lack of Logan.
We don't need him.
But-
No, I'm just kidding. We do need him.
But
We
yeah,
love him.
he like knew the character so well by playing besides him, and he was kind of like a sex icon for teenagers at the time because of Saturday Night Fever.
I mean,
At
at the time,
And
like,
apparently he pretty much
I'm
like
pretty sure when we watched Pulp Fiction, we were like, ooh, John Travolta. No, I'm just kidding. We were
I-
like,
I mean,
ooh.
I don't think any of us find John Travolta to be a sex
No.
icon in this room. So.
No.
I mean, like at the time, like if
I guess you
he
can-
only had Danny Zuko of him, I would say yes, but
I don't know. I can't.
You know-
I can't look past the way he looks in Pulp Fiction.
There
I
was
can't
something-
unsee what I've seen.
I mean,
was
I've
something
only
he's-
recently saw Pulp Fiction, so
There was something he
I
said in
can-
this movie that like completely turned us off to him as a human being. And I don't remember what it was. It was in the beginning. He said something, and we were just like,
God,
"Oh,
yeah.
no."
It was
Can't remember
something
what it
dumb
was.
too. He just like looked a certain way, and we were just like, I can't. Oh,
Also,
Oh.
like it seems like they put an Elvis filter on his voice. Like
It
it's,
really did.
they put the filter all over him. Actually, to kind of keep the characters the way they were during filming, they actually stayed in character the whole time.
Ugh.
So when they were like not filming, they called each other like Danny and
That's
Rizzo
so
and
dumb.
all
It's
that.
fucking Grease,
Right?
So stupid.
Like we're whipping out the method
Right?
acting skills for this song and dance movie.
The first time they filmed too, they filmed the sock hop scene and they didn't rehearse it. So that's pretty much like obviously scripted and like everything, but that whole scene of the dance is not rehearsed.
Yeah, that's fun.
That was really fun.
I know, I like that. I feel like it kind of like fits in with the whole like good time vibe you have.
It's
during
interesting
the
that
movie.
you said too. It's like funny that you said like this like set was just a party all the time.
Yeah.
Because I said like in the carnival scene when we were watching it, I was like every like extra like ensemble dancer in this movie looks like they're having the time of their fucking lives. Like,
Yeah.
everyone is
Like-
so happy to be here.
Apparently
They
there's
really
like a lot
do.
of like pranks played on set and
Yeah.
shit like that. Like very
like it just sounds so fun.
right. And it really gave this movie like just like a timeless fun style. Like you can tell they had a good time shooting it, which makes a good time watching it, you know?
Like if I had a time travel machine, I'd go back and hang out on the set of Grease and also seduce Olivia Newton-John.
Right.
Wouldn't that like what if that like fucked up the timeline so much? Like
It fucks up the timeline so much that you're now straight.
or no, like I go back and I seduce Olivia Newton-John and it's like what? When did this take place or whatever?
1978.
1978
Is when it came
like,
out.
Like me seducing Olivia Newton-John alters the timeline so much that like 9/11 doesn't occur or like
You're not even born.
or like Al Gore gets elected or like I don't know, something crazy stupid happens.
Even if something
Maybe-
bad happened, it would all be worth it for you to be with Olivia Newton-John in
right.
Me being
1978.
with Olivia Newton-John like means that the United States gets taken over by Soviet Russia and we all have to, go to the gulag or whatever. It would still be worth it.
Like, what if you, by doing that, instead of like influencing the timeline badly, it influences it in a good way and like.
I think I just gave some good ways it
Yeah,
could influence
9/11
it.
not happening.
Yeah, like what if me fucking Olivia Newton-John prevents 9/11?
I don't know. I didn't mean like that.
You never know.
There
You
was
never
actually
fucking know.
a reality show, contest show, for contestants to see like if they could get on the Broadway Grease show.
Huh.
Kind of like how they did with Glee. And I know we were talking about that was my segue into Glee.
I cannot address
You should have
Glease.
You should have seen Madison's face when I segued right into Glee.
Segued.
Yeah, there's
my God.
Glee really stole so many things. Well, paid homage to so many things from Grease. Like, I know during the morning announcements when they do the little, like, whatever it's called, xylophone, and Becky does it, like, too much, and Jane Lynch's character, like, smacks her hand. They do that in Grease and, like, a bunch of other little things, and Glease is just the best episode.
It really isn't.
It's not.
I was like really excited to watch Glease because
like it was
for me, Glee is such a joyless experience, and so like any time that I get to have a little bit of fun during an episode of Glee, I'm like yes. And what I thought Glease was gonna be was like basically them just doing Grease on Glee, but like so much of the plot is them doing Grease. Instead, I have to like contend with fucking Marley's bulimia and like fucking Rachel doing what she does, and like the whole like who gets to play Rizzo subplot, and like it's all just so annoying.
And circling back to Marley's eating disorder, it's just a ridiculous way that happens.
It's like first round of kids, they kind of like Ryan Murphy kind of gave up on writing characters.
Yeah, it's just like whatever.
Yeah, he was like, oh well.
Also, like we were talking about this when we were watching the movie. It's like my childhood crush on Sandy, and like specifically in the last 20 minutes, the first, I don't care.
Yeah.
But in the end of the movie, and like how Rachel then eventually does that song. And
God.
like Leah Michelle, I'm so sorry if you're out here listening someday. Like, you are very beautiful, but you have negative sex appeal. Like, just none. There isn't any. Like, she couldn't, like it's not her fault. Like, she tried. Like, that girl couldn't be sexy if she tried.
No.
Honest to
She's
God.
just one
And
of
she
those
does
people.
try.
And she does try. It just doesn't work. It just
And like
fails.
you said, she's beautiful. Like, she's
Like,
so
she's
pretty.
so pretty.
Yeah, no,
but
she's very pretty. She just isn't sexy.
Yeah.
And there's
Absolutely
nothing
not.
she can do about it.
Like, I'm sorry, honey. I don't know what to tell you.
She can't put on a pair of tight pants that she's sewn into and just
Like,
magically
no.
make it happen.
Like, this might be I don't know how deep a cut this is, but like, if y'all are aware of Caroline Calloway, like, she's got the same thing going on.
I'm not aware.
We can't get into it right now. It'll be too much. This will cease to be the Grease episode, and it'll be a whole other thing. But I hate this
She will
bitch.
rant about Carol Calloway for hours.
Oh,
It's
God.
great.
There's just nothing. And so that's why Glease upsets me for a myriad reasons.
We can talk about it after the podcast.
I don't even want to.
You said I don't even want to.
I can't.
Which is valid.
There's another like phenomenon with Grease where there's like the theories about the ending.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
the ending of Grease, I never thought about it as a kid.
I mean, like, I didn't either.
I've seen Grease so many times throughout my childhood, and I never once thought about like, why is this car literally taking off into the sky?
I mean, it makes sense in a lot of ways because, like, I mean, in the logic of the movie, because fucking Frenchie has a guardian angel come down and like tell her and sing to her about going back to high school. Like, why can't a fucking flying car happen? I don't know.
One of the main theories, though, is that Danny didn't save Sandy when she was drowning.
Yeah.
And that this is like her coma dream.
And then like them flying into the sunset
Was her dying.
was her dying.
Going to the light.
I've also heard that like when they're driving the car away, they actually crash.
Yeah.
And so that's them dying as well.
I want to talk about the fucking physics of Thunder Road.
Yeah.
God, maybe they died then. Who's to say?
How the fuck did they get the cars down there?
Like, don't worry about it. It's just Thunder Road, baby.
And then like, I don't understand how, okay, like, we have to consider that this is the 1950s where this is set.
Yeah.
Like, cars do not have that kind of power to be driving on this slant.
they
Like,
don't
they
have
just
like
don't.
4 horse. Like, was it off 4?
Yeah, like all terrain. They don't have fucking
Yeah,
four
thank
wheel.
you.
I mean, they might have 4-wheel drive. I don't know if they had 4-wheel drive back then, but in any case, I don't think that the physics of what they're doing would be possible.
No.
because
Not
they're
with
like
those
up on this
cars.
like very sharp slant. Like, I don't think you
Like,
could.
It stresses me out. That scene stressed me out so much to watch.
Yeah.
And I guess I didn't like feel the stress of it as a kid watching Grease because
you mean like you don't think about it, and also you never drive.
Exactly.
It's like funny though, because like when they do the close-up shots of them, it looks like they're going so fast, but then sometimes they'll pull out, and these cars are just like chugging along.
Like it's not.
And again, like it's the 1950s, so you didn't have that kind of horsepower, so they're
Yeah.
probably going like 50 miles an hour.
And they're like, oh my God, we're going so fast. Like that's how I feel when I'm driving. I could be like going 10 miles an hour and I'm like, I'm going 100. Oh God. And Madison's like, you can give it some gas. And I'm like, no.
I'm good at my 10 miles per hour.
She's like, people behind us are getting pissed. I'm like, no.
They're speeding. They need to slow down.
We were also
I think
talking
about. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you're good.
I think about that scene, and if you've ever seen Rebel Without a Cause, I think about that scene where they're like, like you ever seen it? They're on this.
I've also never seen it.
They're on this like cliff, and they're driving these cars at each other, and like whoever swerves first is the loser
chicken.
or whatever.
Ew,
But,
I
like,
hate that.
But like,
Have you never heard
but
of
it's
that before?
also like
No.
It's called chicken.
and it feels like the scene goes on for like a long time, and it feels like it's like very high stakes and stuff. But like reality, like you have to think about like how fast can you really be going. But then also, I guess you didn't have the kind of like maybe you didn't have the kind of like steering power that you do now. 'Cause,
And also, like,
you
the
can hit a
protection.
really. Oh well, that's very true. That's a very good point. Cars were much less safe.
Especially the way they drove them in.
Correct.
I keep wanting to say Glease. I have to stop myself each time. The drive-in scene where they like open the trunk and all the T-birds are like in the back.
Like,
That's too real.
honest
I
to
still
God.
do that to this day.
Babe, we
are
are fortunate
fortunate
we
a lot-
did that too. Your like siblings were in the back. What was that?
What was it? What movie it was?
No, it was something that we went to. It was like the lights at Coney Island.
Oh yeah, so like
That's
we have
cute.
these like drive-through light shows, and like,
Yeah.
he's just laying down in the back because they charge per head, and it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
because
Right.
you're like no matter how many people are in the car, you're all seeing the same shit. So,
Right.
like, it's not like it's like a special curated experience for each individual.
No, not at all.
I'm just saying that like if you go to the drive-in and you pay the full price for every person that's in your car, you're a fucking chump.
Unless it's a pandemic and you're supporting the movies. In which case,
Go buy concessions. That's where they make their money from anyway.
In high
You're
school,
right,
we had a very small male friend who looked very childlike, and every time we went to like a thing like that, he would just get in like at the child price. It was
Nice.
great.
I love
it was
that.
wonderful. Kids menus and all.
I love that shit. When I went back to see a musical that my theater program in high school had done,
Yeah.
when I was a sophomore in college, they were like, oh, do you want the child ticket? And I'm like, no, I just had an eating disorder throughout high school, and so I don't look like y'all.
You
So I'm
should've said
underdeveloped.
yes.
Leave me
You should've been
alone.
Like, yeah, I do want a child's ticket.
But I was like, the thing is, the most frustrating thing about this is not only did I go to that high school, I literally spent 3 years working tirelessly in that fucking theater department. I knew the woman selling me tickets.
Oh my
like,
God.
bitch, what the fuck?
I remember going to the movies one time with my dad, and he's like not even 50, and they gave him like the senior discount. And I was like,
Ron.
oh,
Poor Ron.
he was like 10 years older when he doesn't shave his freaking beard. And it was just hilarious. I was like, oh my God.
One of my
really
favorite
does.
things
Oh my God.
one of my favorite things that Glee got from Grease is when they did the Olivia Newton-John episode and they had her and Jane Lynch perform Let's Get Physical.
That is a fun episode.
It's a very lesbian moment. Like, I know, like, Olivia Newton-John, is she gay? Like,
I don't know.
Speaking of, let's talk about all the gay
that
rights in
depends
Glee.
on,
Or Grease.
Is Olivia Newton-John gay? Like, that depends on if the time travel machine works. Know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
I mean, Jane Lynch is though, so like, it's a very lesbian moment. That's all I was saying. Continue, Frani.
When we first started watching it, Madison was like dogging on her Australian accent. And I was like, real, right?
Like it's
It
for
does, it's
real.
like, it's weird. It's like not very pronounced. It's not like any Australian accent I've ever heard.
It does seem like it's almost a fake accent, but that's
But
really
no,
how
and
it's
there's
they're
like
sometimes
how
when
she
you don't
talks.
even notice it at
Yeah.
all. Like she doesn't really. I don't know. It's weird.
like, yeah,
There are so many gay right moments in Grease.
I know.
though.
Glee.
for sure.
Glee.
Right? I keep interchanging them.
And Grease is rife with gay rights. The gay rights between Danny and Kaneki, palpable.
When he like caressed
Palpable.
his like hip.
Yeah, and then there's like the moment where he's asking Danny if he'll like drive for him in the event that something like crazy happens, and they like have this hug, and they get really close to each other's mouths for a
Like,
minute,
there's like an inch.
and then they just come away like, oh, we're cool.
And then like all the friends are standing there and they're like, "What should we do something to like diffuse the sexual tension?"
And I feel like I was saying like, dare I say gay rights about them, and you guys were like laughing at me, but then that happened, and it was like, oh.
You were spot on.
You're right. And then I feel like there are a little bit of gay rights between Rizzo and Sandy, and I just want to say that Rizzo is a bisexual queen.
Sure.
That's my hot
Why not?
take.
I'll take
Why
it.
not?
Fuck yeah. Whatever, dude. Whatever
Like, it's
floats
the
your
eye
fucking
contact.
boat.
It's the eye.
It's the eye contact.
It's all about. Oh, we were gonna say the same thing. It's
don't
all
know.
about the eye contact and the hands.
Well, I was gonna say it's all about like your romantic attraction for a girl that you don't understand manifesting as jealousy.
Oh, I guess that would make sense. Yeah.
Like what
Yeah.
lesbian hasn't been there?
I mean, I
Like,
have.
I remember when I was like a sophomore in high school, there was this girl that I liked a lot, and I would go on to date her.
Yeah.
but we had this like dance. It was like a spring fling, I think is what it was, or maybe it was homecoming. Whatever, it was one of the two. And she was like going with this guy who was in our friend group.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, and I had known this guy for a really long time. I'd like known him longer than she had. And I was just like felt like weird and jealous about it. I was like, oh my God, like, why is she going with him? Like, whatever. Like, I don't understand why he would want to go with her. And then like not a month later, we just end up together.
I love
So
that.
I'm just saying, like, you know, you lesbians, you know where I'm at.
Oh, I do. I
Sound
see
off
you.
in the comments.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like I also had a similar experience where like I vehemently like was very, very jealous of this girl in like my high school. And she was like pretty and popular and smart and funny and like all of these things. And so bless you. Except you didn't sneeze.
No, it's just a yawn.
And she was all of these things that I definitely wasn't at the time. And
I'm sure you were pretty.
thanks.
Gay rights in this room, right here.
Hey. Frani says, how can I diffuse
Gay rights
the
in the
sexual
club.
tension?
Wow,
But-
throwback to when earlier tonight we were at Cracker Barrel and I wrote gay rights on an Etch-a-Sketch, and then after we finished our meal, it was erased.
She wrote it again.
Censor me.
Cracker Barrel censors gay rights.
Correct.
They do
You
for
heard
real
it
though.
here.
Madness.
But I like she was all these things that I felt I was not, and so I was like vehemently jealous of her, and I hated on her all the fucking time. Flash forward to like 2 years later, I was like, fuck. And I came out and like I had did some evaluation of myself, and I said, Jesus fucking Christ, I just have feelings for her.
Yeah.
And like she will never know who she is, and it will remain that way. And also
You're a soon to be married woman now.
I am, and she is a married woman. So like it doesn't matter, and she's also not gay, and she's overtly Christian, like shove it down your throat Christian.
Aggressive.
So, but I mean that's my experience. Like you can definitely let me know if you relate in the comments.
Also,
Or
like all
not.
the myriad ways I relate to fucking Danny in Grease.
Oh my God.
Like,
that scene when he's like chasing her around that
Yeah.
fun house, how you
literally
would,
me.
how you would do anything to be him in that moment.
Correct.
Literally, that's how I am with Madison. I'm just like chasing her around, like please love me.
Also, like I was
And she
thinking
does.
about when he was like trying to make himself a jock. Like I might have talked about this on this podcast before, but like
I love this.
I fully pretended to like anime to get chicks. Like
Yes.
I don't like. I mean, I'm not like an anime hater or anything. Like I've just never really found one that I liked, which doesn't mean it
Spirited
isn't out
Away,
there.
I guess. But
Yeah,
that's
but
not
that's
really an
different
anime.
though. That's like
It's
a movie.
film.
It's not a.
Is that a film? Is Spirited Away a film?
I call that a film.
All right, continue.
But anyway, so like I didn't really like it, but like all the people I was friends with liked it, and like that includes the gays.
Yeah.
These like cringy anime gays, and I was like, damn, I need to find something to talk about with these bitches. Like I just want to be talking to this girl all the time, and she wants to talk about anime so much, and so I just like started watching and pretending to watch anime for to get bitches, and that's what John Travolta did, except for he tried to be a jock.
Was the pussy worth it at the time?
At the time, hell yeah.
I'm not trying to mean like
No, I mean like
weird,
at the
but,
time.
like,
I mean,
was
I was
it
also a
worth it?
high schooler, so I don't know how much pussy there was, but like just
Right.
getting the girlfriend was worth it.
right. That's what I meant.
Now, I feel like we should touch on the problematic parts of Grease.
Ooh.
I want to start with, because we were talking about Glee, and Bridget mentioned this when we were
Yeah.
watching the movie. It's really funny in Glease, like they do the Grease Lightning song, but they edit so much of the song.
Oh, yeah?
It's a real
Grease
honey
Lightning-
wagon.
Yeah, Grease Lightning is so funny because
The chicks will scream.
no, the chicks will cream.
No, they said in Glease,
In
they
Glease,
said
they'll
scream.
scream, and yeah, instead of it's a real pussy wagon, it's a hottie wagon.
No, it's a honey wagon.
Honey wagon. I thought you said a hottie wagon.
No, it's a honey wagon. Listen to me when I speak,
Also,
Madison.
there's a point in Grease Lightning, in an actual Grease, where they say we'll be getting lots of tit, and it's just really funny to me because it's like one singular tit, but they'll be getting a whole hell of a lot of it.
That was all that was going through your head when you were watching that anime.
Just the singular tit.
The tit, the one tit.
Do it for the tit.
Also, in Glease, they change it to we'll be getting lots of it.
Whatever it is, we'll never know, but
No,
they'll
it's
be getting
the
lots
clown.
of it.
You know,
Oh, correct.
it's Pennywise.
Oh, God, I hated that.
We'll be getting a lot of Pennywise.
Also, another thing that I was thinking about too during the scene is like if he suddenly became a we event, like if anybody's getting the tit, it should be Kaneki because
If anyone's
this is
getting the
his
singular
car.
tit.
And that's what's so funny to me. Like this movie becomes all about John Travolta like driving this car at a point and like fixing this car, and he leads the Grease Lightning song when like it's Kaneki's car, dude. He's been hauling boxes at Bargain City.
Like,
A hickey from Kaneki.
It's like a Hallmark card.
I hate that so much.
So many little one-liners in Grease that are hilarious. Like when Rizzo fucking says, "I feel like a defective typewriter" because she missed a period.
Oh,
That was
shit's
such a
funny
good
as fuck.
line. I'm
That
gonna
was a
start
good
saying
line.
that, except it's not relevant to me anymore. I don't even like keep
We
track
don't-
of that anymore.
Good
If
for
you're
you.
wondering.
I was about to say, we don't need to discuss your cycle on the pod. It's fine.
Really good for you, dude. That's fine.
One thing that really is upsetting upon rewatch is the character that's typecasted as quote unquote fat,
Jan.
when she's
Yeah.
literally probably like a size 2 to 4.
Yeah.
And she's supposed to be like
Yeah.
this fat, bumbling oaf character. And like that is literally supposed to be like her character traits, which is fucking gross.
And she's always
Correct.
talking about how she's dieting, but then like
Yeah.
eating Twinkies and
and
shit.
it's like, okay, Jan.
and like a character says to her, like, there's more
I
to you than
see you.
just
I saw
fat.
what you
And
just
I'm
did,
like,
Franny.
What?
Okay, Jan.
Sure, Jan.
Sure, Jan.
He's like, there's more to you than just fat. And I'm like, bitch, what? What are you
Like
talking
where?
about?
All like what a way to give children eating disorders.
Right.
While watching this,
Like, no, she's not fat. Also, being fat is not a character
Right.
trait.
And also, it's not a
not
bad
an
thing.
issue.
not an issue either. Like, fuck you, Grease,
Jan
for
deserved
that.
better, dude.
Jan did deserve better. I mean,
Absolutely.
she got.
Also, so did Marty, who like got roofied or almost
Oh
did,
my
right?
god, yeah. When that one girl was like, he put an Advil in my Coke.
and I was like,
I saw him do it.
like that was definitely not an Advil, sis.
No. Don't trust anything in your Coke.
Like I'm just like, you know, like, and like that was a grown ass man.
God.
Also, it's just like, we talked about this already, but like, what is the message of Grease?
It's
Like, change yourself for a dude?
for the dude.
Oh, no,
Correct.
that's
If you're not
good.
cool enough for the dude, change yourself for him.
And like even if he changes himself for you in some ways, he's gonna toss that out the window the moment he sees you in that spandex. So
yeah, it doesn't matter.
And then, like, I mean, like, beyond that, too, like, the song There Are Worse Things I Could Do, I just kind of, like, realized this. She talks about how there are worse things she could do. Yeah, Rizzo. And this is, like, one of the best. This is, like, my favorite song in the movie, actually. But she sings about how, you know, she could, like, go out with all the guys and, like, be a tease, basically. And, like... And, like, that would be worse than what she did, which was, like, go out and get pregnant. Which I'm not saying one is worse than the other. Yeah. But, like, it's interesting to me that she's, like, the thing that would be worse than doing what I did is, like, you know, getting pregnant as a teenager would be to lead guys on.
Which is, like, a very problematic way of thinking. Because, like, that means that you think that, like, the men, like, you have to have sex. With these guys because they took you out.
It's just about sex.
A lot of this movie is not full of heartfelt messages. It's just
it's really not.
This movie is like a lot about sex.
Yeah,
it really is.
Like, I mean, how accurate is it that it's like all these teen boys think about?
Yeah,
where like he's like, I met this girl, and they're all like, did she put out though? like, oh yeah.
Like, how was her body? Like, did you fuck? And the girls are like, oh my God, like, was it love at first sight?
But also, like, did he have a car? Or how much dough did he spend?
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I'm just getting there, but yeah.
And then when, like, they meet again, he, like, is excited to see her, but instantly starts acting like a dick. And I felt that in my soul.
My favorite Danny Zuko line is when he says, I've been rocking and rolling and whatnot. Like, I don't know why it's so funny to me. Also he says he said, what does he say? God damn it, I can't think of it right now, but it's really funny. It's that same scene where he just like, it says something so stupid.
I feel like I'm gonna be like, hey babe, how's work one day, and she's gonna be like, I've been rocking and rolling and whatnot, and I'm gonna be like, all right.
I still think that doo-wop song should be your guys' vows read in a dramatic
like standing up at the altar with Bridget, like, Bridget, we go together like rama lama lama rama kadinga dong together forever. Like shoo up badooby doop
dang
chang chang jabop. We'll always be like wah 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 wah. Bridget, when we go out at night and the stars are shining bright up in the sky above, or at the high school dance, where you can find romance, or maybe it might be love.
Like, everyone's like, what the fuck?
Like, what's happening here?
And like, I'm just standing vibing.
Like, I like to imagine us in Vegas in front of Elvis.
Like, bold of you to assume, like, you'll never marry me in Vegas.
Probably, I don't know.
What?
Is that a challenge?
Yeah, okay, all this time I've been like, let's just go to Vegas and get married. And you're like, no.
I don't elope. I don't want to elope.
You don't want to elope? Why are you saying
Bridget
like that?
is a good Christian girl.
I was.
Trying to take her to Vegas.
She said I was.
Until sophomore year of high school. And then I said, Bridget, I'm gay.
Bridget, we have to go get married in Vegas because right now, like, we're living in sin. Like, I don't know if you realize that.
Was it, what's the phrase?
Living in sin. We're living in sin.
No. Something marital sex, like premarital sex. Extramarital sex.
Or premarital, I guess.
Either way, that's what we're living in.
Yeah.
Sin.
That's why we have to go to Vegas straight away.
Our cats will be the fucking ring bearers.
Yeah. After this podcast, we'll get in the car and start heading out.
Cool. Can we go up to where Logan is, pick him up?
Yeah, pick him up.
That's not on the way. He's gonna have to meet us there. It's the opposite direction of Vegas.
Actually, yeah.
I know Logan wanted to actually call in.
Is he ready? Is he ready this time?
Let's see. Let's see if he is.
Motherfucker. Well, I'll just get copyright stricken because I sang so much of that song.
I love that.
Actually, I didn't sing it. I just said it.
You read it in a dramatic fashion to the love of your life.
You did. Also, I have another camp related story. For whatever reason, we if you didn't listen to our podcast on Brokeback Mountain, I suggest going back and listening to like the first like 5-10 minutes. It's great.
Or the whole episode.
Even.
Thing, dude.
Anyway, So at this camp, just a holiness camp, for why I was there, I don't know. It's a long story, but it was very, very strict, but we were allowed to have our phones for whatever reason. And I remember very vividly my cousin and our roommate in our like little room dorm, and we would just play the ending, like what is it called? Oh my god, I just completely
Singing?
No, the name of the song.
Oh,
sang.
We Go Together.
No, before that.
The one with
You're the one that I want.
You're the one I want. And like we just watched that like
Wow, I
on
wonder.
repeat.
I wonder why you would do that. Like, what would possess you to do
Well,
that?
I don't know.
It's such a good song.
It's such a great song. And
You
I
just
remember,
really liked looking at John Travolta. That's it.
right, John Travolta, because I was, straight at this church camp.
Speaking of John Travolta, though, I actually do want to
Totally.
say the scene at the drive-in where he sings "Stranded" at the drive-in. That scene looks so good.
It really does.
I like that scene.
I mean,
and-
all of Grease looks really good.
Yeah, it reminded me of Logan, our missing co-host today. He found this thing on like Amazon Prime that just like plays drive-in commercials on a loop, and it's fucking amazing. We just leave that on in the background of our lives a lot.
I love that
I
so
love
much.
the drive-in aesthetic. The scene is so good when he's at the drive-in.
Mm-hmm.
He's like singing about it.
Speaking of Logan, he's ready.
What?
Great.
Whoop whoop.
Call him in.
I don't want to talk to him.
Wow.
I want to talk to him, so.
Hello, you're on the air.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
we can hear you.
Yeah.
How was the movie?
It was
It
great.
was great. Did you read our
Yeah, I know.
text? Did you see the video we sent?
No, I'm slightly impaired at the moment.
Oh God. So give us your
Yeah, give us a quick hot take about Grease.
Okay, Grease. John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John, sex icons based on this film. Like everybody loved them. They were the Zac Efron, Vanessa Hudgens of their time. I mean, it's pretty true. Like the waves that this had on younger people is similar to that of High School Musical. So it's a weird comparison, but
You're right, though.
pretty soon there's going to be kids that are watching High School Musical like it's this old vintage thing.
Oh
they have
my
their
God,
new,
you're right.
They have like a Zippity Zoo Zaps or whatever the fuck.
That
the
makes
next
me feel
musical's gonna
icky.
be. Yeah.
Makes me feel old.
Yeah, this movie tricks you into thinking Travolta is like a great actor, but I wouldn't say that he is, especially not this time.
No, definitely not. We were talking about all the how his movements feel stunted and horrible, and we don't like him.
I would chalk that up to him supposed to be an awkward teenager, but also
No, but he's not supposed to be awkward.
No, he's supposed to be like Fly. We were talking
He's
about
supposed to be like super sexy.
when he
Oh,
does the
well.
sports montage. You can really see how bad of an actor he is.
Also,
I
like
look past it
we
for
were
the
we were saying too before, like they just put an
nostalgia.
Elvis filter on him, like on his voice.
Then he's got mean Nicolas Cage eyes in this movie. Like his eyes get
Yes.
so fucking big all the time in this movie.
Any other hot takes?
You know, it's just one of those classic movies. I think it's like the perfect movie for a sleepover kind of concept, like you guys just had.
Slumber
Yeah,
party,
it's a
girls' night.
There's just a cat that was just hissing at me in the corner.
Do you
Sorry.
quickly? Do you have a hot take on Glease?
I mean, what do you mean by a hot take on it?
The
what do you want me to
Glease
say about it?
episode. What do you like about it? Just real
What do you
fast.
hate about it?
What's your hot take?
I mean, obviously, it's done by a lot of professional musicians, so musically, it's not like it's horrendous or anything. I don't know. It's
Functionally?
weird that there's what did you say?
Do you like it functionally?
You know, it's weird that there's like this adult who takes a bunch of kids to like a car shop and like dances with them in the Autobot shop. Like that's not
in the
that's not
Autobot
necessarily
shop.
safe. Yeah, the Autobots. Yeah, no, but in the auto part shop, they're like dancing around and like it's so fucking dangerous.
It is. Anyways,
And then there's like a whole bulimia side story.
There is.
yeah,
we
there
talked
is, and
about
it's
that.
fucking bizarre.
And like the way she acquires bulimia is fucked up and stupid.
Also,
I mean, like, I think the whole thing was kind of fucked up and stupid.
You're
in some ways.
right, but
also, like, what a buzzkill into what should be a very fun episode of Glee.
yeah.
I mean, that was kind of my take. Is it's like,
Like, why
they
is this
kinda made-
happening right now?
like, does this belong
and then
here?
That's one of the last duets between Corey Monteith and Leah Michele too.
True.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
ow.
second to last, I think. And it was the first one they
Ouch.
ever had on the show.
Yeah. Oof.
Ouch.
Dang.
Yeah, interesting stuff.
All right.
Oh, well, last thing before you go, because we always do this. What character from Grease are you?
Well, who do you guys think I am?
I feel like that's a cop out.
God, I don't
That
know.
was not a
know.
cop out. What if I say something and it's so like off base and everything? Oh wow, like you're so full of yourself. Like I'm hardly a person at the present moment.
You're right. You're right.
I mean, I
Sorry.
don't know who I think you are.
Yesterday, I'm rubbing shoulders with a 6-year-old actress. Today, I'm like dead on the couch watching Red Dragon, which isn't even the Good Sounds of the Lamb movie.
You're right.
Ed Norton's fucking great, though. Anyway, sorry.
I don't know who I think you are, though. I don't know.
I think to me in high school you were Danny Zuko.
Aw, thank you.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That
I
is
mean, he's
cute.
kind of a doofus, but that's fine.
But you were, I don't know, you're different than the other boys and
But is
I thought
Danny
you were
Zuko
cute.
different from the other boys?
He's not.
in his own way.
I mean,
guess.
as
I think if anything, I'm like Teen Angel.
Yeah.
Yes, you
I like
Teen Angel.
that.
You come
Dude,
in
I
with
really
good
love
advice.
that. I love that so much.
I come in to give you the hard facts, but like I'm trying to send you on the right path. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And you do it in a comically and musical way.
Like I feel like that's
I
who
don't know,
you are when I'm
But
high.
Madison's Rizzo though. There's like no debate.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Right. That's what we said in the text that you didn't see.
All
And
right.
also we sent you a video that you should look
Yeah,
at.
I mean, I just literally said something which Rizzo says in the movie where Franny was just like, you weren't like other boys, and I was like, is Danny like not like other boys? Where Sandy's like, this one's different, he's special, and Rizzo's just like, honey, there ain't no such thing. Like that's me.
All right, well, we'll let you go.
Okay. Well, glad you guys are having fun.
We are.
And also, can I give my rating of Grease or do I?
Yeah,
have to-
give your rating.
Give your rating.
I'd say Grease is an 8 out of 10.
Okay, and then what's your
Nice.
rating of Glease?
My rating of Glease. Well, it's weird because the show actually did multiple. Like they had a Glease episode, right? But they also did other songs throughout the show, right?
We
they
wanted-
did.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
the Glease episode by itself is what we're asking.
Wow, it's just I'm so familiar. Clearly,
You can choose to not have an opinion. It's fine.
You gotta have an opinion, as John
gotta.
Travolta would say.
I know, baby, you dig it the most. Glease. I would say that as far as like the musicals on that show, that was probably the worst one, right? So I guess I got to give it like a 2 out of 10.
All right.
All right, we'll
we got
take
your
it.
hot take. We'll let you go.
Thank you. We miss
All right,
you.
I'm gonna go fall asleep now.
All right,
All
we
right.
miss you.
Proud of you.
Proud of
guys,
you
for
too.
doing- I'm not
We're
even,
proud of you too, dude.
I'm not even there, and you guys are like doing that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're strong,
like
independent
kidding.
women.
Hell
I
yeah.
appreciate that.
We love you.
All right.
We're really
Later,
proud
dog.
of
Love
you.
you
You're
too.
doing everything great.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's all because of the fans, y'all. Y'all keep
Yes.
us alive. Appreciate you. Talk to you later.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
I like that I
All
said
right.
love you before
So
Franny.
I know.
So we kind of said it, who we are from Greece, but now feels like the right time to do everybody else.
Yes.
I think I mean, yeah.
You're obvious.
We're in
Yours
agreement
is
that I'm
obvious.
Rizzo,
Yeah.
so
Right,
we don't
you're
need
Rizzo.
to talk about it anymore.
I feel like I'm Frenchy. I almost said Franny.
You are Frenchie for sure.
You're just like such an unproblematic good friend, but
And-
like bad things happen to you anyway.
you're somebody
But I'm
that's
not
like
stupid.
No,
Right,
But
no.
you're somebody that's so nice to people that you get put in bad situations because of your generosity.
right.
Yeah.
Like when they like.
Oh, I
when
thought you were
Rizzo,
gonna give,
like
I thought you were gonna give it an example from my life, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa,
No, like slow down, pump the brakes.
I was gonna say when Rizzo
know.
like throws that drink on Kaneki and
I'm
like
like,
hits
Frenchie.
Frenchie and she's just like cool with it. Like if that
That's
happened to
something
me
that-
in life, I'd flip the fuck out.
That's something that would literally, like, it would happen to me.
Like
I'd
just
be like,
getting
all
this
right.
flashback from everybody else's like
Yeah.
stupid shit happening all the time.
And just handling it.
I'd be like, all right, and that just happened. It's fine. I'm just gonna clean myself off and go on, you know.
I don't know who I am. I think I'm not represented here. I think I'm Danny Zuko as well.
I was gonna say that you might be kind of a Danny because like you have this like, you know, like this cool guy like outward persona,
Yeah.
but like you're just like a little softy too though.
I am, and I act all tough, but
Yeah.
yeah.
You
I
know.
could see Franny as a Danny.
And I
Zuko.
drive a car in a way that defies physics.
Correct.
Correct. Oh my God.
So Logan and I are both Danny Zuko. We're just
No,
two
we
Danny
said that
Zuko's.
Logan was the teen angel.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he is Teen Angel. Okay, so I'm the Danny Zuko
Which
here, and I
actually-
love
Yeah,
it.
we like that.
Like him being teen angel is perfect because like I feel like when I'm high, he's like coming in with like the advice and like
The
it's all
wisdoms.
right and the wisdom and like
He's one of the good ones
I
for
feel
sure.
like I come to him for like advice a lot on like what I should do.
Yeah.
And he like just lays it out for me, but in a fun way.
All right, are we ready for ratings?
Yeah.
I think we are. I feel good about rating
You
Grease
know,
right now.
I feel really good about my rating, regardless of the problematic things that happen in Grease. I still fucking love it, and I love the nostalgia that comes with it. It's a 10 out of 10 for me, baby.
I'm gonna say a 9 out of 10.
I'm gonna give Grease an 8 out of 10. I have so much like childhood nostalgia about Grease that I can't give it anything lower than that. Like it's just so good. I remember watching Grease for the first time. I remember buying Grease at a video store on DVD.
Oh,
Cute.
It was Grease 1 and 2. And 2. I saw a text come in on my laptop that said good in it, and I said 2.
I love that.
Grease
it.
1 and 2. Oh, and we have to rate Glease.
Yes, 0. I'm just kidding. I love anything Glee does. Glee could shit in my mouth, and I thank them. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 10.
I will also
Which
give it a
is-
1 out of 10.
Which
It's not
is
good.
if anyone remembers like Logan's rating system, that's for like anything offensive towards like a group of people and a bunch of other stuff, and that's figured into my rating as well.
Yeah.
I just realized that I did numbers this time instead of letters. is
Yeah,
what
I noticed
normally
that.
do.
It's a
We've been
bonus
doing,
pod.
Yeah,
We
we've
can
been
go
doing
off the
numbers
wall.
so much so that we can like have accuracy about the other stuff we're doing, like about PA and about.
Right, and the
Tarantino stuff.
Tarantino.
I guess of course once this comes out, PA will have already happened.
yeah,
but
and we're not
still.
exactly sure when this one's coming out.
It'll just be a whenever.
Yeah.
It'll just drop at some point.
It's a bonus pod. It's a girls' night. It's fun.
It's great.
It is fun.
We're about to
Oh,
go
man.
and enjoy the
Yeah.
rest of our girls' night, slumber party it out.
Okay, so one last thing to say to all the fans out there. We go together, guys. Like Rama Lama Lama, Rama Kadingadong.
And also, if you really feel like we go together like all that, subscribe to us on
Turn on that
youtube.com
bell.
/crosscut cinema. Ring the bell.
Ring that motherfucking bell,
Hell,
bitch.
yeah, you can find us on Apple motherfucking Podcasts. You can find us on anywhere you pretty much listen to podcasts.
Spotify.
Spotify.
You can rate us on places. You can review us on places.
Please,
could
please rate
Give
us on places.
Love.
And
could,
also,
like-
you can follow our social medias on.
That would be really cool.
On-
And Patreon, we have one of those.
Yeah,
We do. If you think we are good enough for your support, we will have Patreon content up there. The video I was talking about to Logan may or may not be there. Who's to say?
Ooh. And then on Instagram, we are Crosscut Cinema Pod. On Twitter, we are Crosscut Cinema. Follow us, subscribe, give us a ring-a-ling-a-ding, bam-ba-dam-ba-dam.
Yeah.
Email us.
Email us for sure. If you want to tell us how we're a bunch of cunts, email
Or
us.
that we are just faggots. Whatever
I
you
mean-
want. Or if you have suggestions and nice things to say, we also like that. you
in
know?
our inbox as
Preferably
well.
if you could do it in rhyme so that I can picture you as the teen angel telling me how to get
Yes.
my life together. I would
Perfect.
like
that would
that
be
a
kind
lot.
of cool.
Yeah, I think that's it.
We
All
love
right,
you.
Thank you guys so much. Bye. I love you.
We love you.